Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Make sure you like this video down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And Donald Trump is back. He's coming back to the public eye and he's going to be holding rallies potentially. This new report is showing he's going to be holding rallies in Tampa, rallies in Cleveland. What exactly does this mean? We're going to get to all this and more. But also, I just want to say I've kind of been inactive a little bit lately. It's because I'm moving pretty soon. So there's not going to be a whole lot of videos or live streams for the rest of the month. I'm working on the documentary-style video about the political future of the state of Texas. There's going to be more documentary-style videos coming in the future. But until like now and the end of the month, there's not going to be that much content. Just a heads up, there might be a stream or two in there, but not too many. But nevertheless, when I move, I will resume at the new REPHQ, the new studio. It's going to be great. It's going to be epic. And we're going to get to this Trump stuff. But first, I do have to tell you guys about my friends over at My Patriot Supply. Friends, we're looking at a full-fledged financial crisis in this country. Inflation is back with a vengeance, and it's going to get worse. The price of food, if you can even find any, will soon be through the roof. That's why the smart thing to do is to buy long-term storage, emergency food you can rely on whenever things go bad. And that's why I recommend My Patriot Supply. They're America's #1 preparedness company, and they've served millions of customers just like you. Their mission is your survival, and their food costs just a few bucks per meal. It's delicious too, and stays fresh for up to 25 years. Get some now, and you'll never have to panic if something bad happens. You'll be fully prepared. Your food arrives quickly and discreetly at your doorstep, and it comes with a money-back guarantee. So go to preparewithredeagle.com right now and save $50 on a 4-week food kit while you still can. That's preparewithredeagle.com. So Donald Trump holding 2 rallies, Florida and Ohio, 2 states that were formerly swing states, but both moving towards red status. Obviously, Ohio is going to be a safe red state. Florida, probably not safe red. It's probably going to be a lean to likely Republican state. It seems as if Democrats are going to struggle to win in Florida in future elections. And I think 2022 is going to be an example of that when Ron DeSantis, Big Ron, comes out of nowhere and wins by like 10 points or something like that. Florida is typically the close state. Well, not so much anymore. It's moving towards Republican status. And you could thank Donald Trump for that. You could thank Ron DeSantis for that. You could thank a lot of factors. The Latino surge in South Florida, the fact that there's a lot of retirees from the north that are moving down there, and now that DeSantis is in there, a lot of Republicans want to move to the state of Florida. So there's a lot of factors that you could thank for that, but Florida's becoming a Republican state. Trump wants to be around his base. That's really what this tells me. Tampa was one of the very few metros, and you could look at this election right here. If you want to look at Florida, you could zero in on Tampa here. Tampa was one of the few metro areas that, didn't really move at all in Hillsborough County. In fact, some of the, suburbs moved a little bit to the right in Tampa. One of the few metros that you could arguably say moved right, depending on what counties you consider in the metro. And then Cleveland metro moved vastly to the right. He's planning on going to Cleveland. Trump flipped 2 counties in the Cleveland area. Obviously, Lorain County was one of them. Youngstown, not really, in the Cleveland area, but it's like an hour drive or so from Cleveland, Mahoning County. That was one of Trump's flips. So Trump flipped 2 counties in the state of Ohio. He will be going to Cleveland. He improved in much of the Cleveland metro area, one of the few metro areas in the country you could say he, had a massive improvement in besides, Miami. But Florida and Ohio are 2 states that are moving towards Republican status. They voted heavily for Trump in 2016, and they trended right in 2020. Ohio swung, I believe, like 0.1% to the left, but that's beside the point. These are states that are very pro-Trump friendly. And Trump wants to be with his base. He wants to be in the state of Florida and Ohio, testing the waters with a friendly crowd. That's exactly what he needs to be doing. And first and foremost, I just can't wait to see what he has to say. Because obviously, the 2020 campaign's messaging wasn't exactly what it was in 2016. But this is Trump's opportunity to potentially bring that back. He's going to Florida. He's going to Ohio. And we're going to see exactly what he has to say. By the end of the month, he will be in Cleveland. Now, this is not even confirmed, but these are advisors that are telling people that Trump will be going to these two places. But we do know where Trump is going pretty shortly, and he is going a place where the Biden administration is too afraid to go. We have a crisis on our southern border. Kamala Harris doesn't even want to go down there. It's June 16th. She still hasn't made an appearance there. But Donald Trump is planning on heading down to the border pretty soon. He's going to be heading down to the border probably by the end of the month or something like that. Actually, it's June 30th. He's going to be down there with Governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, who is actually, trying to allocate some state funding to build the wall if that's at all possible, which I think is a good thing. Obviously, there are some criticisms I have here and there of Greg Abbott, but he is actually willing to take a stand on the border. Donald Trump definitely took a stand on the border throughout his presidency. He built hundreds of miles of wall in the process. And as of right now, he will likely be going down there to cement himself as that symbol, as that face against the Biden administration's weak border policies that are vehemently unpopular. And if he is able to do that, he will actually cement himself as a positive force in the party for the midterms in some of these border places. Again, Donald Trump was the guy that had that large Hispanic surge in South Texas come out for him. It wasn't any other Republican. It was Donald Trump. Donald Trump in the Rio Grande Valley posting numbers that I don't think anybody really ever expected to see or anybody really thought that they would see. But it's true. Along the counties on the southern border directly, Donald Trump typically improved vastly, whether if it was in New Mexico or Arizona or California. Even the heavily suburban county of San Diego didn't really move that much to the left. Pima County being the exception, but I mean El Paso even in Texas, 7.6 points to the right. Again, the border towns like Donald Trump. The Hispanics at the border also like Donald Trump. They came out heavily for him. I mean, Trump flipped some of these counties. Starr County was the most Democrat county in the entire country in 1988. It voted for Biden by just 5 points. Hidalgo County, Trump broke 40%. Zapata County, that's a county that moved 38 points to the right, and Trump flipped it. And Trump's improvement in places like McAllen, in places like Laredo, in South Texas were instrumental for keeping the state in his column, because the suburban bleeding in places like Dallas and places like Austin, it was significant in favor of the Democrats, but Donald Trump did very well in the rural part of the state. He did very well in places on the southern border. And as a result, he was able to win the state of Texas yet again and possibly cement it as a state that could be turning the corner. When I do my documentary on the state of Texas, we're going to talk about that even more in depth. But the bottom line is the border countries love Trump. This is a winning issue for Republicans. Trump is planning on going down to the border, cementing himself as that symbol against the Biden administration and against their horrific policies at the border that have led us to this massive border crisis. Then this is a massive net positive for Donald Trump, for the Republican Party. He is picking his battles accordingly. He's going to the pro-Trump places, and he may understand that if he's going to be going to a place like, I don't know, let's say Phoenix and campaigning for the Senate candidate there or making an endorsement, then he may hold them back. So he's going to the Trump-friendly places. It's strategic for the Republicans during the midterms. Because if Donald Trump is going to be going to a place that's not very Trump-friendly, campaigning for a Republican, might energize the opposition turnout a little bit. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to those places, but I'm saying there's a lot of, lean red states that he should be focusing on, and he should be going to places like Wisconsin as well, and some of these other places. And it's okay for him to go to Arizona if he's going to be campaigning for somebody, I don't know, in like Mojave County or Yavapai County or some of these more pro-Trump places in Arizona, absolutely. But it seems as if he's picking his battles accordingly, which is a very, very good thing. Also, could he be making an endorsement in the Ohio Senate election? Possibly. We'll have to see. As well as Florida, he'll likely give DeSantis, who will likely be there, a formal endorsement, and that would be very interesting as well, because Donald Trump is a big fan of Governor Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis, many people are speculating he is the heir to the throne of the Republican Party, and Donald Trump will pass the torch to him. Well, I don't know if he's ready to pass the torch, just yet, but we're going to have to see. Donald Trump is back. That's the bottom line. I think it's a good thing. I really do. And even if people are out there saying, okay, maybe he shouldn't run in 2024, well, to those people, it should still be a good thing too, to them, because Donald Trump will energize the base. And that's what we need to be doing right now ahead of the midterms, energizing the base. And he's picking his battles accordingly so he doesn't energize the opposition too much. And as a result, the red wave is on, and the red wave has Donald Trump's face at the top of the wave. He's surfing the wave, essentially. Donald Trump is surfing on the red wave. And we'll see what happens. Last night in Georgia, even suburban Georgia, Republicans outperformed Trump 2016, I think, in one of these local races. They had a special election. So the energy is on our side, and that's a good thing. And we'll see what happens ahead of now and the midterms. But until then, Trump is back. He'll be holding rallies, and I think it's a good thing. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like this video down below, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Follow me on social media. The links are all in the description below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Red Eagle, out.